everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to share this absolutely beautiful beaded flower project with you. Some of you might remember this was actually one of the very first tutorials I ever uploaded to YouTube. But over time, I've heard from many of you that the quality of that old video just didn't do it justice, and you were right. So today I've decided to recreate this tutorial with much better video, lighting and detail, and I truly hope you will enjoy this refreshed version. If you're excited to make your own beaded flower, let's get started with the materials you will need. For this part of the tutorial, you will need Miyuki seed beads in size 11/0 and a 14mm bezelled Rivoli. And don't worry, I've got you covered. I will pop a link on the screen to my tutorial where I show you exactly how to bezel the Rivoli step by step. Just follow that tutorial first if you haven't made it yet, and then come back here to continue with your beaded flower. You will also need a beading needle and some beading thread. Now, you can absolutely use just one color of seed beads for this project, but if it is your first time making this flower, I really recommend using two shades of 11/0 that are similar in tone but still different enough to tell apart. It will make it much easier to follow the steps and see how the flower comes along. You will need quite a bit of thread for this project, so I recommend starting with a long but comfortable length of working thread, something that's easy to manage without tangling. Also, leave a long and comfortable tail thread. It will be useful later when your working thread runs out, you can simply continue with your tail thread. Alright, that's everything you need. Let's get started with the first step. Now take your bezelled Rivoli and position it just like you see in the video. You should notice 4 rows of delica beads forming a kind of zigzag pattern around the bezel. We want to begin by coming out of a delica in the second row. That's the second row from the front of the bezel. But instead of going straight into the delica right away, I like to secure my thread first. So here is what I recommend. Start by going through one of the delicas in the first row. Then move across into the third row, the bead that's parallel to the one you just exited. Pull your thread and you will see it disappear neatly between the delica beads. After that, go through the delica in the second row, which sits diagonally from where you are coming from now. At this point, we are in the perfect position to begin the project. Now, even after securing the thread, you can still pull it through, but it will be a bit tighter and a little more difficult to pull. Okay, I'm preparing my second color of 11/0 seed beads now. I'm choosing a very distinctive blue so you can see the pattern clearly. For this step, you will pick up 3 beads in this order. 1 white 11/0, then 1 blue 11/0, and then 1 white 11/0 again. You are coming out of a delica bead in the second row. Now skip the next delica in that same row and go straight into the one right after it. Let's repeat this step again. Pick up 1 white 11/0, 1 blue 11/0 and 1 more white 11/0. We are coming out of a delica in the second row. Skip the next delica and go into the one right after it. Pull your thread. Repeat these steps all the way to the end of the row, and I will meet you there to show you what to do next. Okay guys, we are back to add the final set of 3 beads to complete this row. Pick up one white 11-0, one blue 11-0, and one more white 11-0. Now go ahead and pass your needle through the very last seed bead of this row to close the round. Now go up through the next two 11-0 seed beads we just added. First the white, then the blue, and come out of the blue 11-0. This is your step up, and it puts you in the right position to start working on the second row. This time pick up two white 11-0 seed beads, one blue 11-0, and two more white 11-0s. You're coming out of a blue seed bead, and you will go straight into the next blue seed bead in this row. Repeat the same step again. Continue this pattern all the way around, and I will meet you at the end of the row to show you what's next. Okay guys, we are back. We just need to add the final 5 beads to complete this row. 2 white seed beads, 1 blue, and 2 more white 11-0s. Then pass your needle through the last blue seed bead of this row to close the round. If you can, continue by going up through the next 3 beads, the 2 white and the blue, so that you are coming out of the blue seed bead in the new row. That will put you in position to start the next step. Now pick up 3 white 11-0 seed beads, 1 blue 11-0, and then 3 more white 11-0s. You are coming out of a blue seed bead, and you will pass through the next blue seed bead in this row. Pay attention here, there should be one blue seed bead from the previous row sitting right in the middle between the 2 blue beads you are connecting. Pull your thread. Repeat the same step all the way around the row, and I will meet you at the end to show you what to do next. Okay guys, we are ready to add the final 7 beads to finish this row. Pass your needle through the last blue seed bead of this row to close the round. If you can, continue by going up through the next 4 beads, the 3 white 11-0s and the blue 11-0, so you come out of the blue bead. That puts you in position for the next step. Now pick up 4 white 11-0 seed beads, 1 blue 11-0, and 4 more white 11-0s. That's 9 beads in total. You are coming out of a blue 11-0 bead, and you will go straight into the next blue 11-0 of this row. Okay guys, repeat this step all the way to the end of the row. You know the drill by now. And now that we are back at the end of the row, it's time to add the final set of beads. Pick up 4 11-0s, 1 blue 11-0, and 4 more white 11-0s. That's 9 beads in total. You are coming out of a blue seed bead, and you will go straight into the next blue seed bead of this row to close the round. Pull your thread. Just like before, go up through the next 5 seed beads. That's 4 white 11-0s and 1 blue 11-0, and come out of the blue bead. Now pick up 5 white 11-ohs, 1 blue 11-oh, and 5 more white 11-ohs. Then pass your needle through the next blue 11-oh in this row to continue the pattern. Continue this pattern all the way to the end of the row, and I will meet you there. Okay guys, I've got the last 11 seed beads to add for this row. That's 5 white 11-ohs, 1 blue 11-oh, and another 5 white 11-ohs. Now go ahead and pass through the last blue 11-oh in this row. If you can, continue through the next 6 seed beads just like we did before, so that you come out of the next blue 11-oh. At this point, you've finished building the base of your flower, and I just want to say congratulations, that's a great achievement. Now we are ready to start working on the petals. Pick up 13 white 11-oh seed beads and pass through the next blue 11-oh. That's your first petal done. Repeat this same step all the way around, and I will see you at the end of the row to show you what to do next with the petals. Let's complete our last petal together. I've picked up 13 white 11-oh seed beads, and now I'm going through the very last blue seed bead of this row, the same one where our very first petal began. Pull your thread. Now we're going to start working with the petals. At this point, we've finished working with the blue seed beads. From now on, we only be using the white 11-oh seed beads. You're coming out of a blue seed bead. From here, go up into the first seed bead of the petal. Next, pick up 3 white 11-oh seed beads. Then skip over the second bead of the petal and pass your needle through the third bead. So you're skipping one bead and going into the next one along the curve. Pick up 3 white 11-oh seed beads and repeat the same step. You're coming out of one seed bead, skip the next one, and go into the seed bead right after it. Continue this pattern along the petal. Pick up 3, skip 1, go into the next, and I will meet you at the end to show you what to do next. Well done for making it to the end of this petal. So far you should have 5 sets of 3 beads. Now we are going to add the 6th and final set. Pick up 3 white 11-oh seed beads and pass through the last white bead of this petal, the one just before the blue bead. And if you can, go straight through the blue seed bead as well, so you're ready to start the next petal. Now go up into the first seed bead of the next petal, and from here repeat exactly the same steps you did for the first petal. Work petal by petal all the way around, and I will meet you at the end to show you how to add the final set of 3 beads on the last petal. Okay guys, we are at the end of this row, and it's time to add the final set of 3 beads. Pick up 3 11-ohs, and pass through the last seed bead of this petal. And if you can, go straight through the blue seed bead as well. Pull your thread tight. You should now be coming out of the same blue seed bead where your first petal started and your last petal finished. And congratulations, you've just completed the first part of this tutorial. In the next video, I will show you how to embellish your flower and bring even more detail to the design. So stay tuned for part 2, it's coming up next.